So many teachers are creating their own instructional videos these days. And one of the big questions is, how can I make my videos look great? Hi, I'm Joy Zanger. I'm the creator of Write with Joy virtual writing lessons. And I have been creating video lessons for quite a few years for my 7th and 8th graders. Just recently, I've been sharing these resources in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. And one of the biggest questions I get is, how do you make your videos? Here's an example of what one of my videos looks like. As you can see, what is appealing about this is that the teacher's background is transparent and that you can see the teacher and the lesson at the same time. If you want to take a look at some of the units I have completed in my store, these two are my most recent. One is free and one is not. So today I'm going to share two ways you can get this effect. One is a free way and one is not free, but it is the way that I make my videos. So let's talk about the equipment first. I use a MacBook and all my directions today are going to be geared towards using a MacBook. This really should only affect the free option I will be sharing, and it should not affect the paid option. Next, you're going to need a green screen. I actually have a green screen painted on my wall because I use it daily when I teach English lessons for VIP Kid. Other options for a green screen could simply be a piece of fabric, green fabric, something that's going to kind of absorb the light and not reflect a lot. If you use green paper, sometimes there will be reflections, and that can affect how your background looks when you take the green out. Now, when I set up my green screen, I YouTubed the best ways to set up a green screen. You want to make sure it's not too close behind you. As you can see, I can reach out here. It's about 3 feet behind me. You want to make sure that you have light behind you. So you might have lights set up shining onto the green screen and then lights in front of you as well. Lighting is very important with a green screen. Okay, so those are the materials that I have. Next, let's talk about the free option. So the free version of this uses QuickTime Player and iMovie. Now for the free version, you will be recording yourself twice. Once you'll be recording yourself in front of the camera with a green screen behind you. I suggest that when you make this recording, you have your slideshow or your PowerPoint, whatever materials you will be using that you want to show up behind you. I suggest you have them open and you present with those materials on your screen so you know what you want to say about them. So you will go to File, New Movie Recording. And you can look and see how you line up with the green screen. You don't want your body to be outside the green screen. Also, when you move your hands around, try not to go this way. You want to keep them more in front of you so your hands don't get cut off when you insert this in iMovie later. So once that's all set, you can hit record and you can record yourself giving the lesson. Once the lesson is over, you will hit stop and you will save this. Next, you need to record the lesson again, but this time you will only record your screen. So let's go to File, New Screen Recording. And this will also record your audio, but don't worry, you can mute it in iMovie. So let's hit record. And you can see that you can either choose to drag a section of your screen that you would like to record, or you can just click the full screen, which is what I usually do. Now, don't worry that you are not ready yet. You can edit this part of your video in iMovie. So I slide over, I get my presentation in full screen mode. And then what I would do is I would open up the video of you that you just recorded giving the lesson and have that playing in the background so that you know when and where you want to click and you'll be able to hear it.
So this is a test.
So this was my video I made a little bit ago.
Video that I will be making.
So you can have that playing in the background. You will hear your lesson and you'll kind of know when to click and what to point at with the mouse. So while this is being recorded, you will be listening to your lesson and just clicking so that you are in pace with your lesson whenever you hear the cues from your previous video. When you are done, you can click the stop recording and you save this. So once you have your 2 recordings made, it's time to put them together in iMovie. So open up iMovie and create new movie. And the media that we're going to want to import first is just your teaching video. So I'm going to drag that in. You don't need to put in your background video yet, unless you want to look at where it would be best for your image to appear on those slides. I suggest that when you make your slides or make your presentation, you leave a spot in the corner or wherever you want your picture to show up. Leave a spot kind of cleared out so your head isn't blocking parts of the presentation. Now, you're going to want to go to backgrounds and choose the green background first. So you want to drag and drop that. Go back to My Media and then you can drag and drop your clip. But you want to make sure your green screen goes the entire length of your video. As you can see, my video, it's not completely green screen behind me. I think that would be best if you can pull that off. But what I want to do is crop this first so that you only see the green screen. Now, I notice there is a lot of empty space over here, so I'm actually going to shove my video a little off screen. I'm not going to make this any smaller because I just think it's too close up on my face. The next thing you want to do is choose this overlay button. This button doesn't show up until you have your video on top of a green background, or any background really. To make this button appear, you'll want to just kind of select your top video and then the button should appear. You're going to want to choose picture in picture. This is what makes your video smaller, and you can decide what size you want your video to be next to your slides. And notice I'm going to push this over so that I'm more in the corner. Once I'm satisfied with where my video is placed, you will go to Upload and choose File. Hit Next. I would choose your desktop so it's easy to find. Once your video is downloaded, it is time to create a new movie. And for this media, you will want the video you just created and your video that you made with QuickTime Player of your screen recordings. First, you will drag in your background screen recording of your presentation. If you want to crop that now, knowing that it starts here, that would be a good idea. Also, a couple things you want to take care of is in the crop, you want to choose fit so that the background isn't moving behind you with those Ken burns. And if you notice, QuickTime did record my audio, and I don't want my audio from this presentation. I want my audio from the one where you can see me. So I will go to Volume and choose Mute this audio. Next, I can drag the movie I just made with the green screen behind me. Now, as you can see, these don't match up. That means I have some editing to do and some parts to remove. Now, remember that overlay button we talked about last time. This time you will choose green screen. And you will see that the presentation shows up behind me. Now you still kind of see my outline because it wasn't a perfect match to their green. You can choose this eraser and kind of clean up a little bit of that fogginess. Now, I noticed there was some on this side too, but when I try to clean that up, it brings this back. So I decided that this side looks better without the shadow, or whatever you want to call that. That's how you can get yourself in front of the lesson without any background. I feel like there are a few downsides to this free version. First of all, you have to record yourself twice with the lesson. Second of all, you have to download the video twice, once in front of the green screen and then again in front of your presentation. And then you've got the issue of the background is a little foggy sometimes. And one of the things I really enjoy is being able to move myself on the screen, being able to make my video bigger and then smaller in the corner. And I'm not sure if iMovie has this available or not, but it doesn't seem to be an option that is super user-friendly. I just wanted to offer a free version to get a similar effect to what I do with my videos. So now let me talk about what I use to make my videos. I use Camtasia, and it can be used with Windows and Mac. They do offer a free trial. As you can see, for an individual, this is how much it is. You do get to install it on 2 different machines. But if you're making videos for school, the education price is better. It's still for 2 different machines. This could be something that you talk to your administration about, and they could possibly purchase Camtasia for you to use to make school videos. So I really like this program. So once you have Camtasia downloaded on your computer, you can open it up, and this is what it first looks like. And I always record within Camtasia. Right now, I am currently recording within Camtasia, so it is red. But when you click this movie film strip icon up here, it will ask you, oh, I can't stop recording. I will insert a screenshot of this. It will ask you if you want to just do an audio recording, a screen recording, or a video recording. And you can do all 3 at once if you want. And I do that so many times. I am currently doing that now. You can hear me, you can see me, and you can see my screen. And it is all aligned immediately. It is wonderful. So once you hit stop recording, this is how it will show up in your project. I want to drag this into the editing area. Now, as you can see, it automatically puts it into picture-in-picture. You can make it take up the whole screen to start. I usually start with the whole screen just to get the cropping out of the way. So you can crop it, and I like how the cropping lets you move it exactly where you want. Next, to make the green screen disappear, you go to Video Effects, choose Remove a Color, and drag it onto your video portion. Choose Settings over here. I choose this icon, and I can choose any spot on my green screen to make it disappear. If there is a little green still showing up behind me, you can mess with all these tools on the side to try to get the cleanest green screen effect possible. When I recorded this video, I did not have a presentation behind me, but if you imagine a presentation behind me, I will show you how I can manipulate the video of myself to go to different places and to get to different sizes. So let's say after this area right here, I want to shrink myself down into the corner. You first want to split this. There are some shortcuts that I use, but until you have those memorized, you can go to Split Section. Now, you see that this portion is the portion that I am wanting to shrink down, make sure that's the one that's selected. And you just go up here and shrink down your picture to where you want it. You can slide it over. And then if I watch how that looks, how can I make my videos look great? You see that I now pop up as a smaller image. If I want to make my image move from this side of the screen to the center or over to the left because I don't want to block any part of the lesson. Let's say here I want to slide over. You go to animations and choose custom. Making sure that the red dot is on the custom, you just move your image where you want it to go. Here's how that effect looks now. There are so many cool editing effects in Camtasia. It's a really cool program and it's what I use to make all my videos. Here are some video clips from completed lessons that I've done. They really are a lot of fun to make and very rewarding. And they have a professional feel to them. Again, feel free to check out my units at my Teacher Pay Teacher store. Thanks for watching.